Привет, my dear Gemeins! I'm happy to see you on my channel. In today's lesson, we are going to discuss the past tense of verbs. You will learn how to talk about what happened in the past. Since this topic is quite broad and contains a lot of information, I have decided to split it into several parts. As usual, at the end of the lesson, you will have a chance to practice your new skills. Let's get started. Do you know this person and why he's famous all over the world? It's Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. He was a famous Russian composer. I'm sure that even if you don't know the name of this genius composer, you've definitely heard one of his famous compositions, which is played everywhere, every Christmas. Yes, you're on the right track. He composed the wonderful music for the ballet The Nutcracker. His list of works is very long, and today we will learn a little bit more about this great composer.
Exercise 1. Follow my reading and try to find all the verbs in the text. Don't forget to pause the video when I finish reading to give yourself some time to find all the verbs. Don't worry if you don't know many of them. Number 1. Петр Ильич Чайковский был русским композитором. Number 2. Он родился в 1840 году. Number 3. В 5 лет он учился играть на фортепиано. Number 4. Когда ему было 14 лет, его мать умерла от холеры. Number 5. Он сочинял симфонии, оперы, музыку для балетов и концертов. Number 6. Он был разносторонним человеком. Number 7. Он написал музыку к балетам «Щелкунчик», «Лебединое озеро», «Спящая красавица». Number 8. В 1893 году он умер от холеры. Number 9. Его похоронили в Санкт-Петербурге. Pause the video and identify all the verbs in the text. Now let's check your answers. I underline all the verbs in the text. The verbs probably have endings that are not familiar to you. These are the endings of the past tense form, except for the word играть, which is the infinitive form of a verb. To form the past tense of most verbs, we need to remove the t from the infinitive or dictionary form and replace it with l. Then we need to adjust the ending to agree with the gender and number of the subject. For example, let's take the verb быть, to be. If the subject is in the singular masculine form, we replace t with l. For example, number 1. Он был русским композитором. Number 2. Он был разносторонним человеком. If the subject is in the singular feminine form, we replace t with la. For example, number 1. Она была русским композитором. Number 2. Она была разносторонним человеком. If the subject is in the singular neuter form, we replace t with lo. For example, оно было здесь. If the subject is in the plural form, we replace t with ли. For example, мы, or вы, or они были композиторами. When the subject is the pronoun я, the choice of the ending l or la depends on the speaker. A woman would say, number 1, я была композитором. While a man would say, number 2, Я был композитором. Pay attention that вы always takes plural past tense endings, even when you're talking to just one person. Number 1. Вы были композиторами. Plural. Number 2. Вы были композитором. Singular. I would like to draw your attention to this interesting construction. Когда ему было 14 лет. The subject is omitted here, but we have the linking verb быть, to be, in the past tense. This construction is quite often used when talking about the past. We can see that it starts with the conjunction когда, followed by the pronoun ему in the dative case, then быть with the singular neuter form ending, and finally years. Here are some other examples of this construction. Number 1. Когда ему было 14 лет, его мать умерла от холеры. Number 2. Когда мне было 5 лет, я любила смотреть мультфильмы. Number 3. Когда ей было 17 лет, она любила играть на гитаре. Number 4. Когда им было 20 лет, они любили играть в футбол. Now let's look at this sentence. Он сочинял симфонии, оперы, музыку для балетов и концертов. The infinitive form of the verb сочинял is сочинять. Since the subject is on, we replace т with л. Сочинял. In this sentence, в 5 лет он учился играть на фортепиано. We have two verbs, учился and играть. We're interested in the first one as it's in the past tense form. The infinitive form of учился is учиться. This verb ends with ся. We haven't discussed such verbs yet, but they are called reflexive verbs. Although we'll learn more about them later, the past tense works the same way. It means that we replace т with л, ла, ло, ли, and add ся at the end after consonants, and с after vowels. For example, он учился. L is a consonant, so we add ся to the end of the past tense form. Она училась. А is a vowel. That's why we add с at the end of the past tense form. The same rule applies to the plural form. Они учились. Since и is a vowel, we also add с at the end. We will discuss reflexive verbs in the following lessons. It's practice time. Exercise 2. Convert the infinitive verbs into the past tense form. Pay attention to the pronouns and the brackets as they will help you choose the correct ending. Your answer should look like this. Рисовать. Она рисовала. Pause the video and convert the infinitive verbs into the past tense form. Check your answers. Number 1. Плавать. Он плавал. Number 2. Читать. Мы читали. Number 3. Петь. Они пели. Number 4. Готовить. Он готовил. Number 5. Быть. Оно было. Number 6. Сочинять. Вы сочиняли. Number 7. Учиться. Я учился. Number 8. одеваться. Я одевалась. Number 9. Мыться. Ты мылся. Number 10. Гулять. Она гуляла.
This is all for today. There are still some verbs left, which we will discuss in the next lesson, because there are a few other things I would like to cover about the past tense. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time. Пока.